rocking the Houston Cougars gear, but not talking about the Cougars. We're talking about the Houston Astros. Got some big bold predictions coming up next, guys. Cue the intro. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. We got some big bold predictions, like I referenced early in the intro, for the Houston Astros because the season is coming. The Astros are coming. Winter is coming. Okay, no, we're not going Game of Thrones, but we are talking Houston Astros and what the upcoming season is in store for not only them, but the fans. The Houston Astros will make the playoffs. Let's get that out the way. This team is still dominant, still the best team in Houston besides the Cougars right now. And they will be rocking and rolling this 2021 season. I'm going to start off first with the pitching. I'm going to go with the pitching. I'll go into the batting, and then I'll be making some bigger, bolder predictions later. But first things first is I want to talk about the extension of Lance McCullers. 5 years, $85 million. They extended him believing that he can be the ace of the Houston Astros. And why not? The guy has recovered from Tommy John surgery. I predicted last year that he was going to have a Cy Young Award level year. And I predicted him to win this Cy Young Award. And is there bias with that? Yes. Is he my favorite Astro? Yes. Is he my favorite baseball player? Yes. I'm a big Lance McCullers fan. But I did not take into account the Tommy John surgery, the recovery period for him, what it could take, a toll on him the last year. And then, of course, COVID just came out of nowhere as well. So that didn't help. He was 3-3, 3.93 ERA, didn't look his best in the playoffs. Usually what we saw from him was dominance. And we're talking 2017 where he looked really, really good. We all know the story with him and the Yankees. I don't think I need to tell it. We're getting into it. Lance McCullers is going to get at least 16 wins this year, minimum 15, at most 18, and hopefully more and more and more. Let's get him 20, 21, 22, whatever. But I see him at 16 wins. He's going to have a Cy Young level year. Yes, I'm predicting the same thing just because of what I've seen from him in spring training. Looks very different. And look, it's spring training. It don't mean a lot, right? I mean, 2-0, 2.57 ERA at 1 whip. The guy has been amazing in just 11 innings pitched. I need to see more. Fans need to see more. Of course, we expect great things from Lance McCullers because of what we saw in 2017. I'm going to say he has a Cy Young level year. You're going to have a big year from him. Decent year from Jake Odorizzi. I feel like he's going to be decent. I don't think he's going to have a great year. I don't think he's going to have a bad year. I just think he's going to be decent, somewhat consistent and inconsistent at times. I think Christian Javier is a guy that can struggle somewhere during the season. Could take him a while to get back on the right track. But if he does get on the right track right before the playoffs start, then we got something rolling. He still has a decent year as well. Greinke, he's Mr. Consistency. He's going to do his thing. I'm not expecting a lot out of Greinke. I'm not expecting anything less, though. He is consistent as always, and he's just a pleasure to watch. And then you got a guy like Jose Urquidy, who, if anybody saw, he had a perfect game going through 5 innings in his last outing, and he looked absolutely dominant. And I think Urquidy can be a really scary guy in this rotation that a lot of people have question marks around him from other teams in the MLB. We know what Urquidy could do. We saw in 2019 in the World Series, give the ball in his hands, and he dominated. He did things I did not expect. So give him this full year. He's back. He's healthy. No problems, no visa problems, whatever with COVID, whatnot. I think Urquidy can have a really good year for the Houston Astros. And then this bullpen, you got a guy like Andre Scrub. You got a guy like Brian Abreu, Enoli Paredes. Enoli, I'm a big fan of. I cannot wait to say my prediction for him as well. Ryan Presley is most part consistent. I do see Enoli at some point taking over that closer role. Just because they talk about Scrub a lot being the closer, I just think Enoli is going to be real special this year. And I just still believe that he could be a closer for the Houston Astros, and I think he eventually takes it as the year goes along. I'm predicting a Noli, but I see Ryan Presley losing the closing job. That's what I see. Then we go on to the batting side of the Houston Astros, and we're going to be having a bounce back year from Jose Altuve. I'm saying it right now. The guy will bat no lower than 305, no higher than 335. I think Altuve has a bounce back year. He does his thing. He's always consistent. We're not going to get that piss poor season like we did last year. There was a lot of stuff going on with him personally last year, mentally as well, and a lot of the Astros too. So with this year, and yeah, they're going to be fans. There's going to be a lot of booing. There's going to be a lot of trash can banging, a lot of noise, okay, because of what happened or whatnot. People don't want to throw it away. Look, it is what it is. Jose Altuve will bounce back this coming year. Few more predictions on the batting side. Yordan Alvarez will lead the team in home runs with 44 home runs. I'm predicting 44 from the Kraken, Yordan Alvarez. I'm predicting Alex Bregman to have right at 35 home runs. He was on pace to win the MVP in 2019, got robbed. I see him having a really good year for the Astros, another guy that should have a bounce back year. And then overall, I think the MVP of this team is going to be a Carlos Correa, Mr. Correa. Los, she knows. If you don't know the facts, you better shut the hell up. You know what he said. That man. And look, I'm not going to talk about the free agency, the conference. I'm not going to talk about that. The press conference is what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what he can do on the field for the Astros in 2021. If you did not see that one part of the press conference, he said it. His swing is sexy, my man. His swing is sexy. I am quoting him. That is exactly what Mr. Correa said. And whatever he says goes. He said that he's had really good swings, higher barrels than he's ever been in his career. And this is the best he's felt going into the regular season, coming off of spring training. I expect a huge year out of Carlos Correa. I'm giving him the lead in RBIs for the team and top 5 in MLB. I think Correa is going to have an MVP year for the Houston Astros and really twist the hand for the Astros to give him that big contract that he wants, because he wants a big contract. There's no blurred lines there. He wants a big contract, and he's going to be twisting the hands of James Click and Jim Crane. So he is going to really deserve his contract if he plays like an MVP and stays healthy. And all these predictions are barring injuries, of course. Overall, the Houston Astros, I look at the American League. I look at it in the last 3 years, actually, not counting 2020 because of COVID. But 2019, the Astros won 107 games. 2018, the Red Sox won 108 games. And the Indians in 2017 won 102 games. Can I say that word? I think I can say that word. Those are the win totals for the American League. Those are the teams, actually, that won the American League those 3 years in a 3-year span. But I'm focusing on the Astros because we're fans. And in 2019, they won 107 games. And you look at the team in 2019, and you look at it in the team this year, there are 11 returning players on the team this year. There is 11 guys coming back from that 2019 World Series run. The biggest difference, though, is you're not having a Garrett Cole, you're not having a Justin Verlander as your starting pitchers. So I'm not going to predict 107 wins for 2021, but damn it, I'm predicting 102 wins to get the American League, to solidify home field advantage throughout the playoffs in baseball. The Astros get it, 102 wins. You're going to have 6 All-Stars for the Houston Astros. First one is going to be the Kraken, Yordan Alvarez. It's going to be Big Daddy Swag, Alex Bregman. You're going to have Los Correa. Miss, you already know. If you don't know the facts, you better shut the hell up. You are going to have Jose Altuve with his bounce back year. And then you will have Lance McCullers, because if I'm predicting him to have a Cy Young level year, then he has to be an all-star. And the last one is Enoli Paredes. I think Enoli will be an all-star this year for the Houston Astros. I see him just taking his game into another level. He's fun to watch, fun to look at pitch. The dude has the emotion ties to the game. He's got nasty stuff. That's just point blank. He's got nasty stuff. I can't wait to see what he does this year for the Houston Astros. But those are the predictions, guys. I got 6 All-Stars. The Astros winning 102 games, making it to their 5th straight ALCS, and ultimately winning the World Series in 2021. Let's get it. We got some unfinished business, Astro fans. So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for the notice to turn on. Drop your comments, your reactions down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. What are your big, bold predictions for the Houston Astros this year in 2021? Who do you think is going to be all-stars? Who's your MVPs? Who is somebody that I didn't list that you think can really pop off this coming year? As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans, go Cougars. Y'all have a blessed day.